So, what do you think?
There's no sign of forced entry or struggle. There's also no visible trauma to the victim's body. There's also no evidence that even shows this is a murder. The only thing we have left to lead on is a page from a book with an X on it that was left by the killer.
So, how do you think the victim was killed?
It was most likely poisoned.
We have analysed the crime scene and the victim's body, and we have found no poison traces on them.
That's true, but taking into consideration the lack of evidence is the only explanation of the cause.
Hello, detective. I'm an assistant, Josh.
Hi Josh, I am Liam No, and this is Eleanor Way, my partner.
Excuse me, Josh, but where is M?
Hello, I am N. For reasons I wish not to disclose, I will be keeping my identity hidden at all times and will be communicating with you in this form.
Fine, well it's a pleasure to work with you, even if it is like this.
Now down to business, detectives. I would like to see the page you found.
How do you know about the page from the book?
That is not important. Please hand Josh the page. Detectives, please hand Josh the page. I will not ask again. Thank you, detectives. Josh, detectives, I have a theory of what killed this man. I would like you to look around the room for an object which can contain a liquid substance which can be administered to the victim without his knowledge.
Detectives, I think I found something.
That looks about right. Please hand it to Josh.
Here you go, Detective Josh.
So Josh, is that the container?
Yes, sir. I think that was used to administer the poison to the victim.
What? Poison? There was no evidence supporting poison.
Yes, poison. Well, it's only a hunch right now, but taking into consideration the lack of evidence and no sign of trauma to the victim's body, it's the only explainable cause. But if my hunch is correct, and always is, the bottle should test positive for poison, but Josh will need to carry out exams in my lab. Detectives, I would like you to stay here while Josh goes off and examines the poison with me in person. But just in case you find something in our absence, this laptop will be left here with a direct link with me.
Sure, that's fine with us.
Goodbye for now.
Goodbye.
See you later.
Detectives, we have analysed the bottle and found traces of a species of flowers which was mixed in with the cream. The ghost orchids, a species of flower which have been extinct for nearly 20 years. Ghost orchids were still around when used in deadly poison which left no trace behind once administered to the human body. No, exactly. Where it's true that the ghost orchid has been extinct for nearly 20 years, it's just recently come back and only to one specific location in the world.
Where is that?
Just on the outskirts of Burbank, California.
What proof do you have the killer is there?
I think we should tell them, man.
Yes, you're right. We should tell them.
Tell us what?
Detectives, there is more to this investigation than you know.
What are you talking about?
Detectives, listen carefully. In the last few months, there have been 3 other murders which happened in a way which show no evidence of murder being played. But one thing always bothered me, the way they died. It was unusual for them. Even though the police wrote off the idea of murder and closed the case due to lack of evidence, I took it into my own hands and examined all the crime scene and evidence with Josh, separately. We kept our findings away from the police. The evidence I found in those cases led me to one place and one theory, and the evidence found in this case has proved my theory and place to be correct.
Which is?
The killer in all four cases are the same, and he is truly a genius, but he has one motive, to challenge me to a game of the minds. The world's greatest detective versus the killer who's been able to deceive the government and the police. Doesn't that sound fun?
So what's next?
To accept the challenge.